Hey guys, what's going on? Balloonson here, and today I want to talk about Battlefield 4 and Call of Duty Ghost, or just Battlefield and Call of Duty, because obviously the biggest rivalry in gaming at the moment, you could argue, is Battlefield and Call of Duty. And at the moment, each one's trying to beat each other. Which one's selling more, which one gets better reviews, and it's kind of difficult to separate them. Personally, I do prefer Battlefield, but I do admit COD is very fun. I'm not going to go into stuff like that. This is more about, should COD contend, or should Battlefield contend with Call of Duty, or should it just try and go and do its own thing, just sell as many as it can, or should it actually try and beat it? So I have a couple of stats here. First of all, I know Ghosts sold more automatically, no question about that. Battlefield sold well, but Ghosts just sold even more. It can't be beaten on sales, Ghosts. Second, Battlefield 4 was better received, minus the bugs. It did get better reviews. It was, fans thought more of it. It did have a beta, which people always like. And overall, it got more better reviews. It got higher scores. And Call of Duty Ghost didn't get bad reviews by any standards, but people were saying it is one of the worst Call of Duty. It did in fact was the lowest selling Call of Duty in a couple of years. I think since Modern Warfare 1, it was the lowest selling one, which is quite impressive, seeing as Call of Duty sells like 20 million a year, 20 million plus. And then Ghost didn't even get close to that, I don't think. They were pretty much on the same consoles. They were PC, Xbox One, Xbox 360, PS3, PS4, Xbox One. So for that, there was no one really owning one type of console. But I think Battlefield did have some advantages going to the Xbox. I believe DLCs come out earlier. I'm not sure if that still stands, but even then, I think people on PC don't really mind because of CTE. Anyone with premium gets to use the guns, so they don't really mind the maps they can wait for. The Xbox boost is not really that big a thing as it used to be in Battlefield 3, but it was for PlayStation then, I believe. So although there was quite a big leap for Battlefield 4 and for Ghosts going up consoles and down. For instance, before, Battlefield had never had 64-player servers on consoles, but with the release of the Xbox One and the PS4, that was possible. So of course they did it, and there are 64-player servers on those consoles now. And for Call of Duty Ghosts, I believe the games of Call of Duty used to be something like, I don't know, I remember it was like 4-on-4 something, 5-on-5, 6-on-6, and they actually upgraded that to, I believe, 8-on-8 or 9-on-9, so there are more players on that as well. So there were some differences, obviously minus the graphical changes, going from the current gen to next gen, or past gen, moving up to current gen, which is PS4 and Xbox One. But Battlefield 4, I don't think, can win just on fan support, just on sales, because Call of Duty has such a big fan base and is such a consistently well-made game. Even I buy it. I'm going to pre-order Advanced Warfare because Hardline is delayed. That's just the way I see it. I have a free slot to pre-order a game, so why not? But Call of Duty, like I said, automatically sells 20 million, or just about 20 million. So there's no way Battlefield can contend with that just on releasing the game and hoping it will beat it. I reckon what they should personally do is release games 2 years, every 2 years. And just keep doing that until Call of Duty starts dropping off, and then really start picking it up and start trying to take the #1 spot. It is very difficult, and how maybe Advanced Warfare comes out and people go, oh yeah, this is really good, and the next one comes out and people go, I think this is the end of Call of Duty, and then Battlefield suddenly becomes a big one. That's pretty much the same tactic as I was talking about, but it is quite a big market at the moment, and there aren't really any AA games. AA games are sort of those games made by developers who aren't big companies, who are sort of secondary companies. And there aren't many of those left, so it is quite smart. The market is shrinking, and maybe AA games will come back, but until then, that's all for today, guys. Thanks for watching another Blue Moon Soon, and I'll see you next time, guys. Blue Moon Soon out.